Here we go. Spoiler alert, audience. Look how cute you look. It almost happened again, didn't it? We were seconds away. It almost happened again. Hello, everybody. Oh, Director Leo. Give it up, everybody. Oh, Leo. Welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at everybody. Full house today. Welcome to this Thursday, a snowy but beautiful Thursday. That's what we have here. Boop, boop. Thank you. Welcome to the show. Have a seat, everybody. Let's get started. We have a good show coming up. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Have a seat. We have the staff. We're very excited. Okay. Thank you. Have a seat, everybody. We need to get started. We have to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, we're really excited. Other than our other special guests, like Christopher Straub today, we have the staff. We have the good staff from M Health Fairview, University of Minnesota's Masonic Children's Hospital, everybody. That's right. We are wrapping up. That's right. We are wrapping up our 12 days of giving. We are wrapping up Fox 9's 12 Days of Giving, and she gives 365 days a year. Audience, give it up for my sidekick right there. It's Kendall, everybody.
Hi. Morning.
How you doing?
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I got a great audience. I have mistletoe earrings in today for this.
Do you?
For real, yeah.
Look
They're
at
like
you.
little mistletoe.
You look fantastic. Now, I love, everyone has, hair is very subjective. With one person likes, another person doesn't. When I did the beard, some people, well, now pretty much everyone likes it, but it's very subjective. I will say, I love your hair like that. I think you look I think you look tremendous.
What did you call it? My Cleopatra look?
Yeah, you look very regal. Like you're getting ready to do a board meeting or something.
Oh, thank you.
Like you're getting.
I'm bossy.
Like you're gonna walk into a board meeting and fire half the board. That's what you look like.
Fired.
Yeah. Like Dynasty. That was always my favorite. I used to love when Alexis would take control of the board. I now own 51% of this company, and you all are fired. That was always my favorites over there on the Dynasty.
Me too.
Yeah.
On Dynasty.
How you doing, though? How you doing?
I'm doing really well.
Good.
Doing really well. I feel like you have a funny story that I have to hear.
Oh, no, not so much.
Was it funny?
No, not so much funny, but y'all know that I love Disney, and you know that
yes.
one of the biggest ride ever debuted at Disney World called Rise of the Resistance. And you don't even have to be a Star Wars fan to know this ride is 22 minutes long, and it uses all sorts of different ride operating systems. Well, one of our Fox 9 family members, executive producer Eric, he's one of the executive producers on the Fox 9 Morning News. He just got back, I think today or yesterday, from Walt Disney World, where he got to go on this ride. And he said, and Eric, if Eric doesn't like something, he'll say it. He said it's one of the few things in life that has lived up to the hype. He says it really is as good. Yeah. But here's a cautionary tale. Here's the thing. Listen to what you have to do. So it's not a normal, how back in the day you would just stand in line for a ride. Mm-hmm. Sometimes an hour, sometimes two, whatever. Well, they have what they call a virtual queue. And what that means is, you have to go to the park. This one's at Hollywood Studios in Florida. You have to go to the park, check in to be part of a boarding party, which basically means, you just get
a group.
And you get there. He had to get there at 7:15 a.m. to even get to be a part of a group, mm-hmm. that you will be assigned a time. Keep this in mind, 6:15 in the morning. I got a text from him at 7:15 at night. That his boarding party was ready to go on the ride. Now, granted, you're not just standing in line. You're walking around the park. They text you when your boarding party is ready. But think about that. That's 12, 13 hours after you. And part of the problem, he said, the ride is breaking down because and it's no fault of Disney. He says when you see it, you'll understand why, because it's very complicated and there's a lot of there's elevators and trackless cars. And he says you can look at it and go, oh, I understand why there might be a few bugs in the system, but waiting for 13 hours for a ride is nutter butters.
Nutter butters.
But I will be doing it in 2 weeks.
Yes,
so
you
I'm
will.
very excited. Yeah.
Definitely not a funny story. Not a funny story.
I'll tell you a funny story later. Yeah, I promise.
Okay, thanks.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Here we go. I promise. I'll tell you a funny story later. First up, more reveals on The Masked Singer last night. The show went from 5 to 3 ahead of next week's finale. But first, I don't want to make anyone mad. I'm in a good mood. I don't want emails today. The thingamajig and the leopard were sent packing. Now remember, I felt so confident about the identity of the leopard early on in the season that I laid it all on the line. Remember this? It's Seal. It's Seal. If I'm wrong about this, we're all going to Chi-Chi's or something. I mean, we're going to,
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi's is closed. Chi-Chi's is closed. So I promised. Now, if I was wrong, this is the audience that I would take to Chi-Chi's. Don't get excited. Because, A, Chi-Chi's is closed. 2, So, was I right? Was I wrong? Was the teleprompter's freaking out again? Was I right? Was I wrong? Here, okay, roll it.
I don't pump my cock for every guy I see. Hey, big spender. Hey, big spender. Spend a little time with me.
Sorry, audience. I'm very sorry. No one's going to Chi-Chi's. Seal was the leopard, also unmasked last night. The thingamajig. Now, guesses ranged from Dennis Rodman to Montel Jordan. So who is it? Take a look.
To face unafraid, plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Oh, we're walking, come on, in a winter. Oh my, we're walking in a winter wonderland. Victor Oladipo.
That's right, Victor Oladipo from the Pacers. And look, Ken actually guessed it right. There were a lot of sports-related clues. Everyone kind of thought the thingamajig was some sort of athlete, be it baseball, wrestling, basketball, and there he is. So
wow, that was I would love to go back and look at the clues.
The
And there's a lot
clues to
about
see,
Maryland happening and like a really tough year. He had a season-ending injury, so it made sense.
So we still have the flamingo left, who I think is Fantasia, or someone said it's a cheetah girl. I don't know. I'm too old to know what the cheetah girls are. But I mean, I
got you.
Okay. And then we have the fox, who I think is Jamie Foxx, and we have the Rottweiler, who I think is Chris Daughtry, because he talks about a blue rose, and Daughtry fans keep emailing me that Daughtry has a blue rose tattoo. So,
do you really think Jamie Foxx is in it?
I don't know. All the judges think so. I kind of think so. You know what makes sense? Because he's a really big star, and you're like, would he really be on The Masked Singer? Yeah, because he has a deal with Fox. Remember, he hosts Shazam! So, and I think they tape in the same studio. So he would just walk over and put the hat on and sing. Yeah. Next in the dish, drama on the set of Survivor for the first time. Yeah, listen to this. For the first time in 39 seasons, and let's just take a moment to think about that. The show has been on for 39 seasons. Anyway, the show for the first time has removed a contestant following allegations of misconduct. At the end of the show, Mr. Survivor, Jeff Probst, revealed Dan, a Hollywood talent agent, would not be returning to the game. CBS says the incident came off camera and did not involve another player. Well, this is not the first incident with Dan. Earlier in the season, he was accused by several female cast members of unwanted touching. Okay, never a good thing. The show said they warned him, but decided not to remove him from the game. They did, however, make it a focus of that tribal council. At the time, Dan apologized, but maintained he didn't mean to offend anyone. CBS says they mentor cast members 24 hours a day and give everyone access to producers and directors and intervene when it's warranted. They are not saying what specifically happened with Dan. Like, what did they do? I mean, call me kooky, but if you're CBS, just hear me out here. If you're CBS and and we're in the Me Too era, and you already had Mervy Pervy Charlie Rose working for you, and Dan is going, and Dan is going around, touching things. You know what I mean? Touching things he shouldn't be touching. You get him out of there. I mean, you don't.
It's so weird.
It's weird. You know what I mean?
It's very weird. I've read a lot into this. I read a lot of the different female contestant complaints, and it was stuff like, he would rub my hair. All of a sudden, someone would be tickling my toes, and I'd be like, what's going on? Or touching my hip. So I think.
Okay, now I really stand by what I said.
Right. So I think what their excuse is at CBS is that, well, it was nothing that was so inappropriate. It's but it's still uncomfortable. Why are you touching me?
What?
Why? It was just weird.
Can we just say this? In a workplace, and that is considered a workplace, you're playing a game, you don't tickle people's toes.
No!
And the fact that I have to say that scares me. Yeah.
Don't do that.
I wouldn't go up to Aaron. We gotta go, but Aaron Schwab and I are dear friends. I wouldn't go up to her and go, may I tickle your toes?
No.
You know what I mean?
No, you just
And I love you,
everything.
Schwabby. I do, but yeah. We have a lot more to come, everybody. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. Not gonna happen. Coming up in just a little bit, TLC is under fire this morning for a brand new show about mixed weight couples, as they call them. It's called Hot and Heavy, the uproar just ahead. Then Kendall heads to the University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital to see how this extraordinary facility is transformed for the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, Christopher Straub is back with great homemade gifts that are easy to do and will make you the hit of the season. Stay right there. The Jason Show will be right back.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. Can I have your letter for Santa? Thank you. Go ahead and have a seat right there. All right. What's your name?
Miles,
Miles, how old are you?
4.5.
I see you've written a letter to Santa Claus. May I read it?
Uh-huh.
Hello, Santa. I'm just going to come right out with my wish list. I love games. This Christmas, I want Mousetrap, Stratego, and Operation. What are you, a time traveler from 1975?
Now.
Now, push this. And here we go. Let's see what comes out. What did you wish for? Oh my gosh. Wow, dentures. Teeth in a glass.
What?
Yeah, that's for you.
What that?
There you go. Maybe give those to Susie. Bye.
Bye, Miles.
That would traumatize me. That would traumatize me. That would freak me out as a kid.
It was so cute. He's
A cup of teeth.
2 hands, though. He held it with 2 hands.
Yeah.
Good boy.
Were you afraid, because Santa's watching, so we got to...
Yes.
But were you afraid of Santa as a kid?
No.
I wasn't either.
No, we wouldn't be. No.
No, I wasn't afraid at all.
Uh-uh.
Girl,
It was
I had a
like,
list.
"Hi."
I was ready. I was a prepared child.
Yes.
I had a spreadsheet ready for Santa. It was like, okay, it's page 1. I've categorized it. Action figures on page 1. Stuffed animals on page 2. Yeah. Next in the dish, CBS is getting their money's worth with Harry Styles following his guest hosting gig on The Late Late Show. He performed another classic Late Late Show bit. This is so good. Look at this.
But we will be closing down the crosswalk when the light is red, and you will have access to that. Start with this guy. Can I give you this? Harry Styles is playing a show. Harry Styles, you know.
Show tonight.
Just stop crying, it's the silence.
She walked away from a cheap pack of cigarettes. Mixed with a bit of intellect. They were saying they were into it.
Go Joneses, go Joneses! Cue pyro, cue pyro!
One of the best bits on late night period. And I always think, audience, can you imagine the LA traffic? Like the people must, no matter how entertaining it is, it's already bad in LA, and now Harry Styles is making it 20 times worse. You know
no,
what I mean?
no. If that boy came up and did that to my car.
Sorry, ladies. I upset rows 2, 3, and 4 by saying that. No, I love Harry. Don't I'm just saying people in LA have little tolerance for
Anything.
additional traffic nightmares. That's what I'm saying.
All I have to say is if Harry Styles came and put his booty on my car, I'd be like, hey girl, you take up all the time you need. Thank you. Woo! Hello, buddy.
You can sit there, right there in my Toyota. Oh, what a feeling. That's right, yes, that's right. That's a very old slogan from the 80s, that's right. I just made you snort, for heaven's sake. That was good. Next in the dish, the network formerly known as the Learning Channel, has some learning to do, has changed philosophy over the years. I love the way Ted wrote this. And with the addition of 90 Day Fiancé and other shows like that, but now they might have gone a little too far. Here's a clip from their new show that's causing a lot of controversy. It's called Hot and Heavy. Look at this.
329.4. I think every girl hopes they're going to get a hunky husband, so I totally hit the jackpot.
I absolutely love Kristen's size. I wouldn't mind if she was a little bit bigger.
Adriana is the hottest woman I've ever seen in my life.
You look so manly. How do I look?
You look amazing. I love every inch of Joy. There's a lot of inches to love.
Well, according to TLC, the show follows couples in what they refer to as mixed weight relationships. They faced, they faced swift backlash, as you can imagine, on social media. The show was set to debut in early January. I don't always buy in. I have a segment we call Outrage Over the Outrage. I think we're living in a time where people, you hear me say this all the time, people are waiting in the bushes to be outraged about something, and I think there's also a scale. There's 0 to 5. This isn't a 5 to me, but as someone who has been very public with the fact that I've battled weight my entire life, and I probably always will, and as I've said 700 times on this show, we are a show, Grace, that will never do fat jokes. I don't find people's size to be something of a punchline, and I don't find somebody's size that should be the focus of entertainment. I don't think for our amusement. And I say that, I don't think that should be used to entertain us. Now, there's two things though. I say that because at the beginning of that trailer that we did not show you for a reason, because I think it's just ridiculous. They show a scene where this beautiful young lady is getting into a hot tub and the water comes out. Why would you show that? Why you're doing it for exploitation. That's what I have a problem with. Because look, they signed, now here's the other side of the coin. These couples signed up for this. They know what they're getting into, and I firmly believe that. And also, I think there could be a good side, and I will wait to actually see the show. They show a scene which is highly upsetting that a lot of folks have faced. I got emails the minute I talked about this on the radio show. There's a really disturbing scene where the woman who is of a larger size, there is a guy that goes past her on the sidewalk and calls her a cow. And I'm hoping that there are some people out there that will watch this and get some empathy and will realize that people, it's not always that stupid, and I hate when people say, well, if they would just put the fork down. You don't know what these people's struggles are. You don't know why they have a weight problem. You don't know, maybe they were sexually abused and they're stuffing their feelings with food. You have no idea what made them that way. And for you to laugh and judge says way more about you than it does about the person featured right there.
Amen.
What do you think? We got to go, but we got to move on. But I do want your opinion on this, because the people that are larger are women. Do you think this is exploitative?
What I find odd about it is that it's all about how the women are larger and the men are so good looking. And I'm like, why is it not the reverse way too? Because people can love each other no matter what they look like or how it is. It's who you are. So that's what I find interesting, is that there's no reversal of the situation.
Well, and also on a less important scale, but still important, what's the demonization of, if this is some type of, people are saying, oh, this is exploiting some type of fetish. Who cares?
Right.
If the two people love each other, why do we care?
Why does it matter?
I don't care what you're into.
Right. Why does it matter?
Anyway, our hot dish continues with our insider to the stars. Ladies and gentlemen, live from his extra bedroom, give it up for Dax Holt from Hollywood Pipeline, everybody.
Hello.
Hi, buddy. Let me warn the viewers, because of sunny weather in California, Dax's signal is not the best. That darn California sunshine messing things up. But Dax, we can at least hear you clearly. Elon Musk took a new toy for a spin. What toy now?
Yeah, so everyone was pretty shocked to see Elon Musk hit up Nobu in Malibu in his Cybertruck. This is the big car, the truck that he just unveiled a couple weeks back, the one where he threw a metal ball at the window and it basically shattered it. But it has been the talk of Tesla for the last couple weeks at least. Some people loving it, some people just hating it. Either way, he did the best publicity move, which is go to a very popular restaurant, drive it around, and everyone was out taking photos of it all night long. Ed Norton was there as well, and I just think such a smart move. Who better to promote this truck than Elon in Malibu?
I think it's hideously ugly. I think it looks like drunk Batman made that.
But you know what? It doesn't matter, because people are going to buy these. They're already, there's so many reservations for this truck already, so it doesn't really matter what we think. I mean, this is a huge, huge deal for them.
It's so funny. You look like, Dax, I wish you could see you. You look like stop motion claymation right now. It's hysterical. Next up, you guys have video of Chris Hemsworth filming a new commercial.
This is amazing. So Chris Hemsworth, he's out in New York. He's filming this Hugo Boss commercial, where he's just like running all over the city. But there's one moment which is really great. He comes running across the street. The paparazzi camera is standing there waiting for him. He runs up and he gets right into the camera, smiles, makes a goofy face, and runs off. But the best part is it is GIF worthy. This went viral very quickly for us. Everyone was loving it, because when you see a celebrity just having fun with a paparazzi on the side street, I think it makes them even more lovable. And of course, Chris Hemsworth is already one of the most beloved actors in Hollywood. So it just makes him seem really fun, really entertaining. And then he was actually talking, waving to the cameras as he was going all around New York. So I don't know. To me, when you see someone being normal like this, I love it.
I do too. Normal, entertaining, and lovely. Dax Holt, everybody, from Hollywood Pipeline. Thank you, buddy. Sometimes you got to turn chicken poop into chicken salad. Yeah, you got to turn the lemons into lemon pound cake. Yeah. Still ahead, everybody. Kendall's heading to the North Pole at the Masonic Children's Hospital as the elves get ready for the holidays. And then, former Project Runway contestant and designer Christopher Straub is back with some Christmas gift ideas that he promises you can make it home when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. back. It is the final day of Fox 9's 12 Days of Giving. As I said at the top of the broadcast, our station is partnered with one of my favorite places in the cities, M-Health, Fairview, University of Minnesota Masonic's Children's Hospital. Try saying that backwards. Raising money and awareness for the hospital. Recently, my buddy Kendall headed to a special place at the hospital that gets transformed this time of year. Look at this.
We're in the North Pole! Okay, well, not the North Pole that you might be thinking of. We're in the North Pole for the Masonic Children's Hospital here at the U of M campus because they have their own North Pole. This is Claire, you're the head elf. Tell me what you do here. I mean, this is like toy heaven.
Starting just after Thanksgiving weekend, we open up the North Pole here and toys start to come in. We put them on the table there so they're ready for sorting. We divide out the toys and the games so that they're in somewhat organized.
That's what elves do, they sort, right?
They do.
That's what you do here. And it's not just for the kids who are sick, it's for all the kids.
It is for all the kids. So we'll have families come in, parents come in with a very ill child, and with great intent of getting presents for all their children. But all of a sudden they're here and it might be a long ways from home. So what we do is not only provide gifts for the child who's the patient, but for each of the siblings.
I have to imagine you get a ton of gifts. You said there's some, though, you get more of than others. You always need the little kids and the older kids, right?
We do. The babies, the things like the rattles, and then for the teens, too.
I wouldn't know what to get if I wanted to donate something, but these are some of the better items to get.
They are. And there are so many good things. Of course, I have my preference for the acrobatic remote control cars because the patient doesn't even have to get out of bed. It runs into something, turns around, and goes again on its own.
I want to sort a little bit, and I would like to test my sorting skills. You ready?
All right.
Okay. All right. Style my way, besties. I would say like a 12-year-old girl. Or is that too old?
Too old. Fortunately, all the manufacturers now use a standardized system for giving the age, the minimum age on them, so that's what we go by too.
Eric's laughing behind the camera at me because it literally says right here. Okay, try again, Kendall. So these shelves all will be filled and still need to be filled, right?
They will.
Okay.
Yes, and we totally count on that. And our donors are so good.
And tell me, so after they get sorted out by elves like you, volunteers like you, then what happens?
We create just a magical Christmas store. And it's laid out by age groups and that. And then the parents use those tickets that they've been given to come down and pick out what they want. And then they're taken off and wrapped. And during the night, the nurses then bring them into the room and set them out on the counters and the windowsills.
That's so magical. It sounds like a really cool experience for anybody who's a part of all of this.
It is. It is. It's so much fun. It's one of those that there are a lot of great things about Christmas, but being in here is magical.
And if someone's volunteering for you, you have something that you always tell them?
So take a minute and look at all of these toys. Think of the motivation behind what they've been brought in for, where it may be people just to touch their heartstring, but it might be families of little children who weren't so fortunate to have made it. And they bring it in just to continue sharing the happiness. And I tell them, think about the other part of it too. What the reaction that there'll be when those toys are given out on Christmas morning, and the incredible smiles that there'll be from the kids that are patients, from the siblings, and from the parents.
Without a doubt. We are thrilled. We are thrilled because this is kind of the finale. Today is also the last day of our 12 Days of Giving campaign here at Fox 9 to benefit M-Health Fairview, University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital. And if you would like to help, please, you still have time. Go to the Fox 9 Facebook page, which will link you to the crowdfunding site. And again, it's very safe. I do this all the time. You don't have to worry about anything. It takes 2 minutes of your time. And I say this every time I try to raise money for something. If everybody watching, and I know, I see the ratings. There are thousands of you watching. If everybody didn't say, oh, my dollar won't count. If you donated $1, we can make a huge difference.
And they're still looking for toys. I want to get this right. The donation days are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You just go to the Park Plaza building. It's right across the street from Children's Hospital. So they need toys still, especially specifically for teens and infants.
Yeah, don't forget about the teens. People, that's another thing too. Don't forget, we always think of small kids like Bella over here. But the teens need, believe me, the teens need some love too. So think of that too. Kendall, speaking of Bella is our special guest, and I'm thinking that we're going to fly. I love you, but I think we're going to switch out for sidekick. So if you, Bella's going to
take my job.
Yeah, Bella just took your job. Come here, Bella. Come over here. Come here. There we go. Just stand right here, Bella. Right there. There we go. It's the new, ladies and gentlemen, it's the new Kendall. That's right. Kendall 2.0. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. Thank you, Bella. You're going to get paid. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Full house today. Well, we are joined, I'm thrilled, we're joined by the staff from mHealth's Fairview, University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital. I love that title. That's right. I should have done like a cereal drinking game with a cereal milk drinking game with every time I said the hospital. And we're going to welcome some of our special guests. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ashley, everybody. Hi, Ashley.
Hi, how are you?
What do you do for the hospital?
So I work on our development team at the foundation.
I was telling the audience yesterday that I had the chance with my family to go a couple of years ago. I know Nick Bloom, who had, and we walked around, and I was so touched. I was ready. I knew that I would be emotional, but I was so touched by the level, and I don't think people know this, the level of detail that goes into the hospital. Like, for instance, like the colors and the lighting. Absolutely. What is one of your favorite aspects that people probably don't know about the hospital?
Yeah, well, speaking of all those aspects, what I love is that patients and families have helped us design that. So those four colors that they've picked out, we asked parents, we asked siblings and patients what they wanted. So
can you explain what the color, because I keep mentioning the color, but what we're talking about with the colors?
So we have four main colors, yellow, orange, blue, and green. And the shades of those were really picked by our patients. So parents picked sort of muted colors, siblings picked really bright colors, and the colors that are throughout the hospital are what our patients really loved. So we call that co-design. So they're a part of the hospital design as much as the engineers and the architects.
And it makes a huge difference. I mean, we paint our walls for a reason. I mean, to elicit emotions and to soothe us. And what's your favorite part about working at the hospital? I know that seems kind of generic, but again, I was really touched by the staff, not just the patients, but the staff. What when you go home at night, what makes you proud?
It's really the patients and the families. I mean, they're incredible. The stories they have, the joy that they share. I mean, even in the hard times, there's always something that they go back to, that they can find that joy in every moment, and it's pretty incredible.
Ashley, is it true? Now, I said it, and I think I remember Nick saying it.
It's probably not true then.
By
the way.
I love you, Nick. But it is kind of a Disney aspect with the hospital design. Am I not right? Where will you explain that there's no carts, or you'll explain it better than I do.
Yeah, so
I loved this.
Yeah, Disney has the on-stage, off-stage, so you'll never see, Mickey taking a break in the Magic Kingdom. So they have an offstage area, the same for us. So on stage is where our patients and families are. The rooms are all on the outside of the building, so we get that natural light. And then the interior corridor is for our staff. So that's where their offices are, anything that they need to access during the day, so that we can keep the patient areas as clear and quiet and healing as we can.
And not hospital-y. You know what I mean? When I walked in, it's soothing. So
it is.
Thank you for the work you guys do. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much.
Thank you.
Sheena, come over here, Sheena. Now, if you watch Fox 9, you know Sheena. Sheena's son, Hollis, was featured in a story. Let me just ask you, as a parent, we were talking about not just the patients, but the family. What touched you the most about being involved with the hospital? What just amazed you?
They're just really involved with us. They have a lot of activities and stuff for the families that are there. Like
not just the patient,
Yes. We get massages, we get our nails done, haircuts, stuff that you just can't.
Your hair is looking
out.
good, I may say. You got some good hair today. Yes. So they take it. That was what I was struck too. It's similar like the Ronald McDonald House, where they don't just think, look, the patient. They make it so that you can worry about what you're supposed to be worried about, which is Hollis.
Yes.
How's Hollis doing, by the way?
He's got his good and his bad days, but overall, he's doing great.
Yeah,
he's a little fighter.
I wish you and your family the best for the holidays. Thank you so much. Thank you. Give it up for Sheena and Ashley, everybody. Again, I know there are a lot of charities. I know right about now during this time of year, there's a lot of charities. You see a lot of commercials or a lot of people going, hey, donate to this, donate to that. But I mean it. This is such a good cause. You see it right there, the difference you can make. And again, if everybody watching the show donated $1, by the end of this broadcast, we could make a huge difference. Go to the Fox 9 Facebook page for that link. It takes you 2 minutes. It'll make you feel good too. Still ahead, some Christmas gift ideas that you can make on your own with our buddy Christopher Straub when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Welcome back. Our friends here. It is the season for giving, but not all gifts have to be bought in a store. Some can be made at home, and they're easy. Give it up for our homemade gift expert and fashion diva, Christopher Straub, everybody. Fashion diva.
Homemade gift diva as well.
We're going to get to this in a minute, but most importantly,
yes.
Speaking of gifts, Christopher, you know how I love Star Wars. Christopher has made baby Yoda dolls, everybody. Yes. So
they're too cute.
Are you going to be able, if people order them from the Jason Show, are you going to be able to keep up with demand?
I get up early in the morning and make that day's orders.
Go to Christopher Straub's social media and get that baby Yoda. Okay, what are we doing today?
All right, so these are things you can make, and even your kiddos can make too.
Okay,
so
are we switching places?
No.
Oh, I'm
you
staying
stay here because
okay.
I wanna put you to work.
Okay.
So to-go cups, hot chocolate, coffee. So these are fun little felt sleeves that you can make yourself, and this is our easy project.
Now this is, so let me just sort of, there's a category. This is stuff like your kid can help you make as gifts.
Absolutely.
Okay, got it.
Can help decorate. And so to make the template for the little sleeve that goes around, just grab the size of cup that you're gonna do.
Okay.
Go ahead and cut off the top, cut off the bottom, and slice it down the side, and you're gonna be left with this template.
Okay.
Okay. So easy.
And I love that the card says for this beginner level
This is
craft.
your beginner.
Yeah, this is
so
I
hardly
can handle
thinking.
this, yes.
And what you do is you lay it on just felt, and felt you can get at any craft store. Honestly, $20 for like a sheet of it.
Yeah.
And then go ahead and cut just about a half an inch extra on both sides. You see
Extra
that?
on both sides,
Yep.
okay.
So because it's going to overlap.
Yep.
So you have it flat here, and then I'm going to put you to work. I did a little zigzag. You can add little puff balls and stuff.
to.
So yeah, you
May
do
I
that.
use the glue gun?
You can, if you feel confident about your glue gun abilities.
No. What? What? Don't do what? How am I
Put the
gonna
glue
burn-
on here.
Oh, okay.
Do you love that? Was some audience participation right
I know,
there.
Kendall
They were
was-
warning you.
Kendall was very. It's not coming out.
Okay,
I don't know. What am I doing wrong? I don't know. See?
here. No, it's
oh,
right
there it
here.
is.
Here, I'm gonna put a couple of
Please,
dots.
thank you.
And then you
This
add
is
your
beginner
puffy.
level,
Yeah,
right?
beginner. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Exactly. So you can do things. You can create stripes. You can create shapes like I showed you over here. So Christmas trees. You can do snowflakes. You can do peppermint sticks. All this stuff. Look at you.
I know. Look
Ready
at
to
that. I
go.
wanna do
Okay,
one
more.
One
All
more.
right.
There we go. We have to make it even.
Exactly.
Yeah. There we go. Okay.
So then the final step. The final step is
Kendall. Merry Christmas. This is your gift. Yeah, I love it.
So what you're going to do is just put it on the cup.
Okay.
And don't put the glue on the actual cup. Just put it on the
Not
felt.
the cup. Put it on the end of the felt. Okay.
That's just easier that way.
Yeah.
So then you're going to go ahead and fasten that. And then, look, you can slide it on and off.
There are really so many uses for a glue gun.
It's
you know
so
what
good.
I mean?
It's so good.
Alexis has been telling me that for years, and okay.
So let's move on to intermediate. And so this is a fun.
This is intermediate? Okay.
I forgot that I lit a candle and I just put my hand right over this. Okay,
Sorry.
so these are little candle holder jars. So just use your mason jar.
Okay.
You can go ahead and I did a little snowman on this one here.
Oh, I'm liking this.
Yeah, so all it is you take your plain old mason jar.
Okay.
You layer a couple layers of tape on there.
Yeah.
And then what I like to do is just draw a shape like I drew the star here.
Okay.
And then cut around with, if you have an X-Acto knife or if you have like a box cutter. I know that's kind of like tricky. Intermediate.
Yeah,
Intermediate.
Children, don't listen to Uncle Christopher. Do not use box cutters.
This is for the parents.
Thanks. The more you know, shooting star. Let's not,
And then, so after you trace around that with your box cutter, you're going to go ahead and...
Or X-Acto knife.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
You're going to go ahead and peel that off. So you're going to have your shape. See,
Okay.
there's a little star.
Mm-hmm.
And then you and I are both we're going to use our paint here.
Yeah.
So we can mix, this is acrylic paint. And we're just...
Acrylic paint is what you want.
That's what we want.
Got it. Write that
And
down, everybody. Acrylic
We're just
paint.
going to go ahead and layer on top of that.
Okay.
And then once it dries, we peel that off. So I'm going to have you just paint on...
The reindeer?
Yep, I did some Rudolph situation there.
Okay, I'm going to do this while you keep talking.
Yes. And so I keep putting my hand in the jar with a candle.
Yeah, don't let yourself on fire.
And so go ahead and you can paint up to the rim all the way around, all the way 360.
Okay.
Let it dry fully. and then go ahead and peel that off, and you're going to be left with that sort of negative space here.
Okay.
There you go.
Got it.
And to create these little like snowflake effects on here, use the opposite side of your paintbrush. So just dab it in the paint and then tap, 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 and you're going to go ahead and get those snowflakes.
Tap,
Easy,
tap,
right? Tap, tap, tap.
There we go. Okay.
And go ahead and mix your colors so that they have, you know, if you want to do warm colors or cool colors, go ahead and make it look like
this is
a
fun.
festive
That's
snowstorm.
intermediate, and I can do that. I like that. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm not going to make
I
you
like
work
that.
for this one. This is kind of the advanced one.
This is
And
advanced, so
honestly,
I'm just going to watch
someone
you.
should take this and just make a business out of it. But I use scrap leather from there. You can get it at any craft store.
Oh,
And
I was going to say, where does one
oh
get scrap
my gosh,
leather?
You can get, go to Michael's, go to Joanne.
Oh,
If
okay.
you're in the Twin Cities here, SR Harris has like a pile of them. You can get this. You buy it by the pound, basically.
You just ask for the
You
scrap
say,
leather
show me where the
department?
scrap leather
Got
is.
it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so you buy scrap leather of any color. Go ahead and cut it into small strips, and these are 1/4-inch strips. And go ahead and use your X-Acto knife again if you want. And then, but leave like an inch sort of at the top here. That's
kind of like
not
a
cut.
belt, a little belt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then you can go ahead and roll it, and you're going to make tassels. Oh, before you do that, you're going to have to sort of add your fastener. So when you fold it up, it creates that.
And you can get a fastener at a craft store too.
So this is anywhere, and go ahead. And Amazon, if you're buying a bunch of them, you can go ahead and loop through.
Oh.
Because
And
this, this could be something you do for the Christmas tree. This could be something you do for gifts for everybody. You
Little
can
stocking
use
stuffers?
faux leather too, but look at the finished result. You can add this
Those
onto
are
a
nice.
handbag. And
Yeah.
you can design it in any way where you have the suede side out or the leather side out.
Perfect. Christopher has one more thing up his sleeve. You'll find out what it is when we return. There's his social media address, Schmistofer.
Schmistofer.
We'll be right back. Stay with us, everybody. One more. Back with one more thing with Christopher Straub again. Social media, Schmistofer. Okay.
Schmistofer. So let's say that you want to do some small thing, but you don't want to go through all of this.
Yes.
And you can support Minnesota makers.
We love that here.
So go to Homespun, which is a pop-up shop at Eden Prairie Center, and you can buy make and take gifts. Like, look at these. You're going to be able to get string art projects. So you buy them with just the nails already done, and you get the string for $10 to $12. You get to put together your own little gift or your own ornament. Oh my gosh, it's so fantastic. Okay, hats. Big things are palms on hats. So what you can do is buy the hat and the palms separately, and then there's a
little magnet.
A magnet system you put inside, and you can customize it however
Depending
you
on
want.
the color of your outfit.
Yep. Or
And
your favorite hat, you can just add this.
Really quick.
Okay. If you have like a wedding photo or something you want to do in printed on wood, you can go ahead and have this done by Lucid Wood, and there's a couple days left to get it done before Christmas, but prices range from $10 to $60.
All at Eden Prairie Center. We're going to take a break. Schmistofer, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Schmistofer, Eden Prairie Center. Welcome back. Kendall's back with us. Mr. Christopher Straub will be doing a book signing Friday 5 to 8 at Homespun at Eden Prairie Center. Plus, he may have some special gifts. So, just saying. So, go see Christopher, support him. Eden Prairie Center 5 to 8 on Friday. We have a special gift for our audience today. Today's holiday ornament giveaway is sponsored by Home Furniture, who decorated our lovely set, so everybody in the audience gets a very lovely Christmas ornament. So thanks to Home Furniture. And Kendall, Merry Christmas. I made you a felt cup holder.
Thank you,
There we go.
Jason.
Use it all year round in love and happiness.
Girl, this is a cute koozie.
See, isn't that nice? I made it, and Christopher did too. All I did really was put pom-poms on it. That's really all I
proud
did.
of you.
And thanks to all of you that have given and that will today. I have faith you'll give more money for the Fox 9 12 Days of Giving. There is still time because the day's not over. Even if you're watching us on our replay, all you have to do to get links is to go to fox9.com or the Fox 9 News Facebook page. Tomorrow, a really big show. The gadget guy, Steve Greenberg, is back in studio with the hottest holiday toys, and One of our most popular guests, Psychic Maria, is in the house to do live readings for our studio audience. What will the future hold? Well, let's hope it's good. That's tomorrow. Thanks to the staff here that came to see us from the Fox 9 12 Days of Giving. There they are right there. From M-Health Fairview, University of Minnesota Masonic Children's Hospital. Go out there and be yourself, everybody. Nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching. Let's go, Kendall.